The camera cuts to Jim Cornette in the WTBS studios, holding his signature tennis racket and smirking as the crowd boos loudly. Cornette is flanked by Bobby Eaton, Dennis Condrey, and Big Bubba Rogers, all of whom look ready for action. Jim Cornette.
The camera cuts to Jim Cornette in the WTBS studios, holding his signature tennis racket and smirking as the crowd boos loudly. Cornette is flanked by Bobby Eaton, Dennis Condrey, and Big Bubba Rogers, all of whom look ready for action. Jim Cornette. Well. Look who's back in the National Wrestling Alliance, the team that put tag team wrestling on the map. The Midnight Express is here, and you better believe we're taking over. Ricky Steamboat and Jimmy Snuka, you two might think you're big stars, but when you step into the ring with Loverboy Dennis and Beautiful Bobby, you're stepping into the ring with the greatest tag team in wrestling history. We're not just here to compete, we're here to dominate, and that means we're going straight to the top. NWA World Tag Team titles, SPW Tag Team titles, we're talking them all. Cornette twirls his tennis racket with a cocky grin before pointing at Big Bubba Rogers, who looms menacingly behind him. And let's not forget about Big Bubba Rogers. Scott Steiner, you might be a big, strong kid, but you're stepping into the ring with a man who doesn't just wrestle, he crushes. Bubba's about to give you a lesson you'll never forget, and after tonight, everyone in the NWA will know that Big Bubba Rogers is the baddest man in the business. So Steamboat, Snuka, Steiner, enjoy your last few minutes of thinking you're somebody, because when the Midnight Express and Big Bubba Rogers are through with you, you'll be nothing but a couple of has-beens. The NWA belongs to us now, and soon, so will every piece of gold in this business.
Scott Steiner and Big Bubba Rogers clashed in a hard-fought match, with both men exchanging powerful moves. Steiner opened with a Frankensteiner, while Rogers countered with bolo punches. The match saw intense back-and-forth action, including Steiner's double underhook suplex and Rogers' sidewalk slam. As the match progressed, Steiner gained momentum, hitting multiple power slams and suplexes, despite interference from Jim Cornette. In the final minutes, Steiner capitalized on a distraction, knocking Rogers into Cornette and finishing with a front layout suplex for the pinfall victory. Steiner outlasted Rogers and overcame Cornette's tactics to secure the win.
The scene opens in the WTBS studios, where David Crockett stands alongside Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, flanked by Rick and Scott Steiner. Gilbert has the NWA World Television Championship draped over his shoulder, exuding confidence. Rick and Scott Steiner stand with their arms crossed, ready for action. David Crockett. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and the Steiner brothers, Rick and Scott Steiner. Eddie, tonight you're putting the television championship on the line against one of the most dangerous men in the business, Tully Blanchard. What's going through your mind? Gilbert smirks, adjusting the TV title on his shoulder before speaking with his trademark swagger. Eddie Gilbert. David, I'm not just hot stuff for nothing, baby. Tully Blanchard may be one of the toughest in the game, but I've been running this TV title scene for a while now, and I don't plan on letting it go anytime soon. Tully, you can bring your best, bring your dirty tricks, bring JJ Dillon, bring whoever you want, but when the dust settles, it's going to be Hot Stuff standing tall, with this championship still around my waist. I've got too much on the line, too much pride, and too much fire to let you take what's mine. Rick Steiner leans into the mic, growling with intensity as he addresses the Zambia Express. Rick Steiner. Zambia Express? We just went through a war with you in Florida, and we're not done yet. Word is, you're heading to the Carolinas, and you're bringing Paul Jones with you. Well, let me tell you something. We're ready. Scott and I, we're not backing down from anyone, especially not you two. You think you can come in here and push us around? Not a chance. Scott Steiner steps forward, his eyes locked on the camera. Scott Steiner. Zambi Express, we're looking to settle some scores. You might have gotten the better of us before, but this is the NWA, and we're coming for you. We're ready to finish what we started in that NWA World Tag Team Title Tournament, and this time, we're gonna make sure you know exactly who the Steiner brothers are. Crockett nods, impressed by the fire in the group, but then shifts gears to the rumors swirling around the NWA. David Crockett. Eddie, I have to ask, there's been a lot of talk about the return of the NWA's longest reigning world heavyweight champion, Sting. Rumors are flying, but no one's seen him. You've always had a close relationship with Sting. Can you give us any insight into what's going on? Gilbert grins, clearly enjoying the mystery surrounding Sting. He takes a moment before responding, keeping his tone measured and teasing. Eddie Gilbert. David, you know as well as anyone that Sting and I go way back. We've shared the ring, we've shared the road, and yeah, we've shared a few secrets too. Now, I'm not about to spill the beans on where Sting is or what he's up to, but let me tell you this, he's watching. He's paying close attention to everything going on with Backlund, Flair, and the rest of the NWA. And when the time is right, Sting will make his presence known. But until then, all I can say is, keep your eyes peeled. Because when Sting shows up, it's going to be something you won't want to miss. The camera zooms in on Gilbert's confident expression, then pans out to capture the Steiner brothers' intensity before fading out, leaving fans buzzing with anticipation.